All right, news on war in Gaza. Hamas leaders are coming under increased pressure from the military commanders about ending the war in besieged Gaza enclave. CIA Director Bill Burns told an off-record closed-door conference that Hamas commanders are pushing the militant group's leader, Yahya Sinwar, to call truce with Israel. According to Burns, Hamas senior commanders are tired of the fight and want the framework deal laid out by U.S. President Joe Biden to be accepted. It turns out that in Burns' own words, that Hamas's Sinwar is being blamed for the human suffering and toll in Gaza. U.S. intelligence believes that the commanders of the Hamas military wing are no longer concerned with Sinwar's mortality as he hides in tunnels beneath his birthplace, but that they now want to put an end to the hostilities that mounted 38,664 Palestinian deaths in the 9-month-long war. Burns, who has been brokering the truce negotiations between Israel and Hamas as Biden administration's point person, has appealed to both the warring sides to seize the opportunity. Meanwhile, in the power struggle with the United States, China is readying for mediation roles in the Gaza conflict to expand its footprint in West Asia. It will adopt the role to work with all parties for Palestinian internal reconciliation. China voiced its support for Palestinian factions, including rivals Hamas and Fatah, holding unity talks in Beijing. Fatah's Central Committee Deputy Secretary General says that the factions would meet with Chinese officials in Beijing on July 20th and July 21st. All right, for more on this and on the latest developments, our correspondent Jody Cohen sent us this report from Renana.
CIA Director William Burns has reportedly said that American intelligence suggests that Hamas commanders are urging Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar to accept the deal with Israel and end the war. Now, this reflects what Prime Minister Netanyahu and IDF chief Herzi Halevi have been saying, that military pressure on Hamas is creating the conditions for a deal to take place. The news follows an Israeli strike over the weekend targeting senior Hamas commanders, including Hamas's number 2, Mohammed Deif. With gaps still remaining between the two sides, talks are expected to continue in Qatar this week. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.